Man, what go down, baby? Hey, y'all niggas will feel this. This is Takeover Season Podcast Season 2 debut, and we are rocking here in studio. Finally, it has come.
Mm-hmm.
We are here.
The prophesized time is here, dog.
We're finally on video. What's up, everybody? That's on video.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're rocking with the Classic General to the Takeover Season Podcast. Y'all already know what it is. You already know what the fucking vibes are. We got Ash in the building. Mr. Violator, say what's up to the people, man.
What's going on, y'all? It feels good to start off Season 2. I know we did Episode 1, but, Episode 2, Season 2, man, we letting loose with both barrels this time, baby.
See that? I was gonna tell you about that. We're actually in a lost. we're doing like a lost episodes kind of thing. So this is officially Season 2, Episode 1.
I ain't going yet because Episode 1.
Why does it sound like you was gonna give like terrible news?
Well, because
listen here, bud.
Yeah, I was meaning to tell you.
I got some bad news. Man, sound like my dog died or some shit, dude.
Nah, if Nova died, man, that'd be sad.
Nova died, bro.
Ashton, are you sitting down for this?
Exactly. No, dude. My Nova died. That's it. That's the last little bit of shred of light I got in this world. Nah, man.
Yeah.
And that beautiful Islander voice that you hear to my left is none other than
See the OE, you rocking with me. Today, we are in the studio. So, I'm not behind the computer anymore, sadly. But, at the same time, I will be doing edits. So it's going to be fun. Yeah, I do feel a little empty without my
naked
my
without
laptop.
the laptop.
Yeah, man. So I'm like, oh.
Yeah, had to take your baby away.
Yeah, I'm just talking. I don't know what to do with my hands. So maybe like Ricky Bobby, what I do with my
just keep him down by your side.
For sure.
So we had a
man, y'all in for a treat, man. Dude, we wanted to fucking blast off since this is Season 2, man. We wanted to do it right and finally put a pretty face to the beautiful voices y'all been hearing. We are in the beautiful Sphere Studio, man, and we got my dog Mike on the ones and twos doing it for us, baby. So
Iron Mike back there.
Man. How y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling about this?
I'm feeling good, bro. Just because, like C said, that Episode 1 is like a lost episode because I ain't gonna. We was going back and forth on this with our draft picks and shit like that. Yeah. I thought that made good content. I still enjoyed it. Like. Conflicting views, not really conflicting views, but views on the opposite end make for good content.
Yeah, definitely. And my argument's better. So.
Oh hell nah, boy! You know what? We about to burn 30 minutes
Mom
again on that one. So I'm gonna let him slip that one in. I'm gonna let him slip that one in. Like, Mom and Dad, everybody.
Nah, but speaking of topics, let's get right into it, man. So today's topic, it's gonna be kind of like a deep one, but we'll have some jokes in there. So just a recap, Season 1 has ended, so go tune into that. Today, we're going to be talking about mental health. And, just keep note that we aren't psychologists or anything like that. But
psychotic, yes.
But we want to give our opinion on that. And, because we all have emotions, I don't need a psychologist to tell me how I feel. Like, I'm going to tell you how I feel, and the psychologist is going to listen. You know what I mean?
Dude, yeah. Psychology is just the narcissist machine. It's just something for narcissists to stroke their shit on. Yikes.
Yeah, and
bro.
For us, this is our therapy, in my personal opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. So I think we should get started. Like, as far as mental health goes, how are y'all doing? Like mentally,
like a mental health checkup.
Yes,
man, I appreciate that, bro.
I do. A lot of people don't ask that.
Yeah, especially not for men. So that normally doesn't happen. So I actually love that, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm doing all right, bro. I'm doing all right.
There's a video saying that someone says they're doing all right.
I was about to go there.
It means he ain't all right.
So normally when a man say he all right, there's probably some shit. But no, seriously though, in seriousness, I'm actually okay. I'm in a good space right now. I'm doing something I love to do, which is the podcast. I'm doing it with my bros. And, my kids are healthy, blinking and breathing. This COVID thing is going down. So it's what it seems to be. So that's good too, And man, like I said, I'm in a good space right now, and that's all you can ask for is to be in a good space. I'm not great, but I'm not low. I'm good.
Could be better, it could be worse, but you in that sweet spot right
exactly.
Because I went through a rough patch, and I mean, you niggas can speak to it more than I can, but I know you guys been through some shit. But
the way you navigated that, bro.
Yeah, it was and I'm not one to overtly show my feelings or anything like that, so you probably wouldn't have noticed.
Not only as men, but just as minority men, like we can't afford to wear our shit on our sleeves. So when you finally got your boys asking, like, "Hey, bro, you good? You straight?" You like, man, these really my niggas, bro. Like they really want to know what.
Are you good, Violator? You good?
Oh, dog, I'm good. The only thing I be having to struggle with keep them voices quiet in my head, but that's about it. Like, you know, dog, don't burn it down. Nah, don't do it to him, man. Don't cut him. Just let him make it, bro. Like, nah, don't. Yeah. My main thing is, like, my mental health is cool, but my biggest problem is I be having to calm down. Like, it's not that I let my anger get the best of me. It's like shit that be making me really, really mad. I'm like, look, bro, just, you know, step back, cool off, and like, because, you know, when you're mad, you say shit you don't mean, you do shit you don't mean. Sometimes you mean it, but nah,
and
bro,
sometimes you just get so stressed out that the littlest thing could just set you off.
Dude, like a powder. It's like smoking around a damn powder keg, bro.
And you don't mean to, but it's just sometimes that's how it is.
Yeah, it's not necessarily like flying off the handle, but you're like, damn, I ain't even mean to say that shit. Damn, I ain't even mean to. I ain't mean to cut their head off like that. Like,
and as long as you catch it, you know what I mean. You know, especially people that have like deaths in the family and all that stuff. As long as you catch that you're taking your anger out on other people, and whether they forgive you or not,
but you
the fact that you acknowledged it, you know what I mean, and you apologize, that's all that matters.
And like you said, bro, like whenever I get around y'all, we like, even if we just recording and just shooting and shit, bro, it's like, that's that therapy session right there. That's that outlet. Like, you know, you let that release off that cap. Like you don't hit that boiling point because you take the lid off the rice and shit for it boil over.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah. So.
A rice reference that he would get.
Oh.
It was a little sneak diss over here.
You know, when you take the fried chicken out of the fryer at the perfect time, the perfect temperature, like that's when you know, as long as you caught it and it didn't burn, you're fine.
You know when that Kool-Aid.
That's a better analogy.
You know, like when that Kool-Aid
rice
don't freeze and it's just right in the
fridge. A reference we would get. There we go.
Hey, just a quick side note. Do y'all like frozen grapes?
Okay, don't start your shit.
No, I just gotta. I'm sorry that it's racist in a sense.
It's cool in the summertime, yes, pun intended. It's cool in the summertime.
Frozen grapes go hard.
I used them for slingshot ammo when I was a kid.
Yeah, I know.
Freeze a grape, that shit went right through a window, boy.
If anybody knows, I know.
Oh my God, you are a demon, man.
Ash would have been a great Kids Next Door operative. I'm gonna tell you that. Right
I would have
now.
been the Black Nigel Uno.
Yeah.
But
Agent Z.
Like fuck father.
Me,
how you feeling, brother?
My pops, I love my pops. I'm saying, like, if y'all watch K&D, y'all know that boy father was like the terrorist on the block.
Another factor to mental health as well. I love my dad too.
Yes.
Love you, Nicholas Graves.
I love you, father.
Love you, ASAP Harris.
But
so how you feeling, man?
That's Chief of Toigwe to you, by the way.
My mental health, as of last night, is clear and it's at peace because you know, certain situations arose or. Is that right? Arisen. And, you know, I just
arisen.
Arisen.
I don't think it's arisen.
It just I had to confront things that were bothering me, you know, and for those who don't know, when we started the podcast, I was talking to my significant other, but now she is for sure my significant other.
Yes, sir.
And you know, we talked about it, and you know, it always comes back to social media and how social media is a problem when it comes to relationships due to thirst traps and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Problem.
Yes, exactly. So it just popped in my head, and I just confronted it with her. I was like, you know, if I ever see this, I just want you to know I don't like it. I don't like when a woman entertains a conversation that they know, like, they're being hit on clearly. Even when they express that they are in a relationship happily, the man, they don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? So they're going to want to talk to you more, and the more you talk to them, the more you entertain it. Next thing you know, you're having problems with your significant other, and they get the attention.
Preach.
You know what I mean? So I had to nip that in the bud, like, right there and then. I wanted to tell her, I was like, baby, look, you know, if this ever arrives, like, I'm talking to you about this now because when the time comes, or I don't want the time to ever come.
Right. Yep.
So, you know, and we, you know, said our piece on the topic, and, man, it feels great to know that, you know, you have loyalty and you have trust still there without it bending. You know, at this point in time, you know, we've hit that 1 year mark already. So I'm just happy that
it's been a year.
It's been a year.
Holy fuck!
So
congratulations.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, it just made me happy. Like today, I went to the gym. And you know how women be looking good and all that stuff.
No, I don't. I'm
sorry. You know how women dress thirsty. You know how they dress nasty and all that at the
gym. Do that on purpose, bro. I'm gonna tell you now.
What's wrong with this guy?
Girls go to the gym. If you see a girl in the gym with her hair down and full, who the fuck work out? You wouldn't want that on your neck the whole time you working out. You don't put on makeup to go work.
Makeup on. Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie. I hate this to go work out.
Hey, bro.
I'm just.
I hate the gym pictures, man. Like, I really hate it, man. Not just women, but dudes too. I hate that.
Dude,
get your workout in and go.
Oh, the pose.
Get your workout in and go. I hate the ones that take off their shirt just to work out and show. Like, bro, I mean, I understand you're trying to be an influencer, but bro, come on, dude. You're still in a public place.
You're not even an influencer, bro. You were worse than females when you do. That's Hollywood muscle.
Yeah,
dudes
exactly.
who be doing that shit and taking pictures. That's Hollywood muscle.
So just to go back on that, I went to the gym today, and I just didn't pay attention to anything or anyone, and I don't, you know what I mean. But women, like, you know, they
got
go.
What you need at the house.
Yeah.
Like, why would you go and get McDonald's and you got surprise?
Like the talk that I had with her, it just made it so much more powerful. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I could just clear my mind and just work out.
Reinforce that bond y'all have.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to do anything to fuck this up, and it's kind of like, because we talked about it, if I look and, you know, I think something of how someone dresses, I'm like, oh, okay, that would make her feel uncomfortable, so I feel uncomfortable doing it.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
That's how it should be.
Yeah, and just because we had that talk, it made me, it influenced me to think that more. And
you're basically saying that that's impacting your mental health.
Exactly. And so now that, you know, because when you have tough times, you do start looking at other people, and you start thinking like, oh, man, like, dang, man, I'm going through this, but she looks good.
She can help me through this.
Yeah, maybe she can help me. Exactly. So, yeah, I'm so glad I felt at peace after that conversation.
And I'm glad you got to go through that without having to go through it. I'm glad you dealt with that without having to actually.
Yeah, he nipped that shit in the bud before it got to that stage.
And I'm sure they nipped it in the bud like earlier on in the relationship, but like you said, he reinforced and re-solidified that like it didn't have to happen to him for them to have that talk again. Like he cut this shit off before it even.
I already had trust in her. I know she's not doing that, but it's the fact that I just, you know, I was feeling insecure, and I want to let her know, like, yo, we've been in some shit. Yeah, you know what I mean? So I just want to be like, look, I know this hasn't came up. You haven't given me any reason to, but I just
let's have this talk real quick.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah, because, you know, people are going through it. I don't want to go through it. So I just
people are going through it.
Yeah, people are going through it.
Definitely going through it.
So,
which is weird because during this season you would think that this is cuffing season.
Yeah,
Why?
You need some shit to keep you warm this time of year.
Yeah,
and you don't want, like, where my firewood go? Why my firewood wet? Why my firewood trip? I mean, I know why my firewood wet sometimes, but some other times you're like, this shit better not be wet. Like, why? Anyway.
I think he's referring to his penis. Not sure.
The thing that get my penis wet. Like, the thing that get the penis wet. I'm like, it shouldn't be wet if I ain't there. It shouldn't be wet if I ain't there yet. Like, no. Why is it wet?
Ash, is that code for sex?
You know, I'm gonna go. Yes, it's code for fucking. Like, it's, like, it should not be wet if I ain't ready to. Like, why?
And there you have it, folks.
And there it is.
Like, what is he doing? And like he was saying with that whole, he had to reinforce. That brings me to this shit with these double standards. You know. Okay, I love my ladies. Exactly. I love my ladies. And, you know, these feminists, like, their main argument is this world is ran by double standards. So why is it when girls get ready to do some shit, they want the double standard? Like, they want to be treated as equal. Cool, I get that. But, okay, so you can take pictures. You can take your workout pictures and shit, post them online, get hell of a likes by niggas, right? Cool, whatever. Oh, they're just liking the picture. What happened if you like a picture, though?
See, but that's why I hate that it's such a, what is it called? Like, not tedious.
Ridiculous?
Mundane?
Yeah, it's a very ridiculous, like, thing that we have to situate and express, like, our feelings toward. Yeah, men, women.
Because if a nigga likes your girl's post, like, oh, I'm not doing nothing. They just like my picture. But what happens if you like a picture? Why the fuck you like our picture?
Exactly.
That bitch. No.
That's how they sound to you, Ash.
Yeah, like, I mean, I'll listen, and then once I realize it's bullshit, then it hit that Charlie Brown.
And to all the ladies out there, you can flip this situation. We know that some dudes do it to themselves, but like we're just talking from our aspect. We're all men. You know, we don't have women to express their feelings on here right now. So like we're just giving you, but switch the situation around, because you know there's gonna be people that's like, no, women are like that.
Because men be like, women are like that because
you know what we mean.
Is that how women sound to you guys?
I ain't gonna lie.
Look, I'm trying to flip it on.
If it's some bullshit, yes. If it is, because don't give every man know. Okay, yes, I'm gonna listen to it. But at some point, you a smart dude. Like you know when you hear some bullshit,
it starts drowning out. Like I tell my girl that all the time. Like literally, if she starts talking way too much to where I can't get a word in, it starts sounding like
Like,
you just start tuning out.
You ain't trying to hear what I'm saying.
No, because you're at that point you're not listening.
Yeah.
You're just responding to respond.
And you should know me.
You're not listening.
Yeah. So we're together and you know the shit I don't like. You know the shit you ain't supposed to do, and you know the shit. Okay, yeah, whatever. You bring some shit from a past relationship, cool. But I'm gonna tell you this is how it's gonna go. You know how I move. I know how you move, and you blatantly disrespect that on purpose. Nah, G. Nah, man.
Let's address that right now.
Yeah. What's funny is that we were beginning this with talking about mental health, and we got into.
Don't rock the mic.
Don't rock the boat, baby. Rock the boat.
You said, don't rock the mic.
Yeah, bro. That thing's like bobbling. So.
Yo.
Go ahead though.
Pause.
But hurry up before I get my 2 cents.
But he's right though, like dude, because like.
But like my point is that. We were speaking on mental health, and it's funny how it segued into relationships, which we were going to talk about next. But it's crazy how much of an impact that relationships have on your mental health.
It's 90% mental.
I don't think women think about. I don't think they think about relationships impacting our mental health as much as they do. Does that make any sense?
Yep.
Like they think it's a certain portion of our brain that gets impacted by relationships. They think it's like maybe 10, 20%, where more or less just 60,
it's a lot.
75.
Exactly.
We just
bury that shit down. We don't talk about it. We don't explain it. Yeah. Because the thing is, and I was talking to CJ about this, the thing is that once as a man, once you start expressing your feelings more and more to them.
Don't no woman like that shit.
They don't. They think that they do, but they really don't. Because
once
exactly. Once you seem like you're expressing your feelings too much, you are incapable of providing that stability and that strength for them.
Yeah.
So now you're perceived as a pussy.
You're like the strongest pillar in the house.
You're perceived as a motherfucker that can't handle stressful situations. So that's when they start shit talking to you.
Yeah.
But if you shield yourself and don't say anything,
now you don't care.
Now you're hardened.
Yep.
Now you don't care.
Yep.
Now you can't be emotional. It's like you. It's like where can men, win? It's like a no-win situation.
And I was telling him like, I talked to Vernice about that as well. I was like, you are literally the only person in this world. I have my parents, I have my brothers, all that. I got y'all. But I told her, you're the only one I want to be completely honest with, express anything to, and that's what you want from me, right? You know what I mean? Yeah. But now that if I let you into my heart and I open all of my feelings up to you, like this bothers me, you know what I mean? And you're not hearing it, you don't care about it. Yeah. Then where do I turn? Who am I turning to?
Who do I go to now? Yeah.
The bar. For most people, it's the bar.
Bottle, yeah.
And then girls at the bar, guys at the bar, like whoever's going through it. You know what I mean?
Which she's not going to want. Which she's going to say, hey, you should be talking to me about this.
Yeah, and I tried.
I tried.
But you thought I was oversensitive about it. So it's like, okay, so now where do I turn?
And another thing is, dude, like, okay, well, something's wrong with your girl. You've been with it. Like, anytime you got a girl and you've been with her, something's wrong with her. So when I ask you what's wrong, and you just sat there and said, nothing, it's fine, nothing, it's fine. And then turn around and try to say, well, you don't care, and try to fix the problem. How the hell can I fix the goddamn problem? But
you're just going to Ashton, you're supposed to be psychic.
Exactly.
You're supposed to
I'm supposed to be nigga fucking Damas in here. Like, read your damn mind. Of course I care. If I'm asking you what's wrong and I done said it 3 fucking times and you done said nothing, all right, cool. Go back to doing what I was doing.
Because the thing is, they want us to know without them telling us.
Do they know without me telling?
That is crazy.
Exactly. Dog. Like, do you know? You should know I don't like some shit, but you do it any fucking way.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, that is something you should automatically know. But if I don't, girl, I don't know if you done got into it with your best friend. I don't know if you and your mama fighting with each other. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to fix the situation by asking you what's wrong. You saying nothing is wrong or saying no, never mind, or no, I'm okay. It ain't fucking helping nobody. It ain't helping you. It ain't helping me. It ain't helping us.
Because as dudes, we gonna be like, oh, okay, I guess.
Cool.
And I told Vernice too, if I shut down on you, because you know she's introverted and she doesn't really express herself, which is fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's good. She's a strong, independent woman. I love her for that. But I'm the emotional one. So if I stop expressing myself to you,
something's wrong.
Yeah, then something's wrong.
Yeah.
We are starting to bend, and if I know you're not going to address it, so that just means we're breaking already. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's like if you, that's why I just said, like, you know, I had to recap with her. You know, we're already a year in.
Yep. I'm
starting to picture my family with you, my life with you. And so I need to tell you this now. Like, these are my problems. I know. But so I like, and that's why I'm saying it made my mind so at peace to know that I got a woman who's down for me, who heard me, who listened to me, and she respects my wishes, and she did everything I asked her to do.
Because you did it the right way, dog. Exactly. Like you were talking about earlier with the social media. Like, women, y'all got to stop going to, niggas too, y'all got to stop going to social media and airing out them problems and shit. Because once you get a third party in there, now you got other people's opinions and shit.
I hate the sub stories. Bro, because it's not subtweeting anymore. No one has Twitter.
You can, you can
sub stories.
You can confide in your homies and your homegirl or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's up to y'all to fix that problem. So you should, you know, talk about that problem amongst y'all selves. Like, don't sit there and look for other people to give y'all the answers, because now you got.
One time my cousin did that on Facebook, which I don't know why you would do that on Facebook, but my cousin did that on Facebook. It's like, hey, oh my God, this girl, you know, broke my heart. I was supposed to marry her, and now she wants to come back. Should I?
No, sir. That's like, a no-go.
Dude, do not do this on social media. Like, no, it is nobody's business.
Vice versa. That's the word. Vice versa. Yep. Women, you can think about this. Vice versa. Yeah, and
it just took you turning your hat backwards.
Yeah, exactly. Vice versa.
Like, cause for real, think about it. Like,
but I understand what you're saying.
You better let me dress up and go out with my girls. But what happened when you and the boys get ready to step out? Where the fuck you going? Where the fuck was you at? What the fuck was you doing? You ask a girl that. None of your damn business.
Yeah, why are you asking so many questions?
Oh, you don't trust me.
My girl know better not to do that.
That's what I'm saying.
Not by know better as in I'm abusive in any way.
Like I'm Ike Turner in this
like, but it's just we just have those boundaries.
That's what I'm saying. Like you laid out that foundation.
I laid out that foundation. Hey.
This is what we're doing. This is what we not doing.
Jake, hey.
Yeah.
Listen.
Like reel it in.
You know what I'm saying? So. But that's the main part of that is communication.
Yep.
As long as you have communication in relationships, you should be able to take those steps into, you know, being able to, you know, what's the word I'm looking for?
Mitigate the damage.
Mitigate the damage. That's fucking perfect. I love you, nigga.
No, he's right though. Like, fellas,
mitigate the damage. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then. While you're fixing your relationship, that helps in your mental health. Now that calms the 50% of bullshit that's going on in your head. Now you can focus on the 25% that has to do with your job, the other 25% that has to do with your boys, but the other 10% that has to do with your dog or some shit. Like, you know,
she see you care that you try to fix this shit. Yeah, and like, fellas, that don't mean like, you mitigated and talk about it, lay down the line. But like I said, you ain't got to be Ike Turner doing it, dog. You ain't. Like, don't raise your voice, don't scream, just let her know. Like, hey.
Like, it's so underrated how much, and I was telling my girl this today. It's underrated how much men store in our brain and how many tabs we have. Like, she'll tell me something about, you know, her relative doing something. She's like, "Oh my God, I just told you this. You just don't listen. You don't ever just listen." I'm like,
"Girl, I don't pay the light."
At that point, I was probably listening to you. I just forgot. You know why? Because I'm thinking about so many different things. I'm thinking about the pod. I'm thinking about
my son.
I'm thinking about my kids. I'm thinking about you. I'm thinking about taking care of the family, taking care of the car notes.
Did I pay this motherfucker?
Exactly.
Yeah.
My mom,
man,
my
I said
dad.
The dogs, man. The dogs. Control Chaos Candles, man. I said the dog.
Shout out Miles.
Shout out Control.
Acknowledge the dogs, bro.
Control. I love how adamant you were about that. See,
Yeah,
my
man.
motherfucking nigga.
That's income.
Control Chaos Candles, man. Shout out Control Chaos Candle. That is our dog breeding business.
But,
go patronize that product.
Speaking of that,
Shameless plug.
that's what I want to transition into with those who aren't in a relationship or are getting out of a relationship.
And I'm the one drinking.
No, but those of you that take your anger out on your family or your friends after going through a breakup, you are wrong. You should apologize. And you don't deserve those friends who are sticking around if you continue to be like that just because you're going through something sad.
You need your ass beat.
Yeah,
you do. You saw his finger pointing, man.
Y'all know when I talk with my hands, it's over. Yeah. Like, shame on you for doing that, man.
Because I hate it when girls do that shit. She get into it with her homegirl. Like, hey, you want to eat? Fuck you, nigga. What you hold up.
Goddamn.
Like,
hold on, homie.
But you see, that's where you mess up too. You don't even fight her on that. You be like, okay, let it cool.
First of all, you're not ever supposed to ask a girl what they want to eat. That's like,
oh no,
that's
a
trap.
30 minutes. You will be. You'll sit there and name every single restaurant, right? And then you finally name the one you know she want to go to. Yeah, I guess if that's where you want to go.
I give a 1 day cool down period. I'll let you take your anger out. You know what I mean? I'll let you drink if you need a drink, smoke if you need to smoke. I'll let you do whatever you need to do. That next day, you better get up and get ready to do your thing.
Yeah, bro. See, you better than me because I give them like 12 hours. I give you 12 hours because if I give them a whole day, how come you ignored me? How come you didn't check on me? You just ripped my head off when I asked what was good.
I was going to say I give them a night, but some people aren't that mentally tough. You know, they're going through a lot of mental stress, and their mental health is not as good as it would be if their significant other was standing by them and they weren't taking their anger out on friends.
Yeah, being that verbal punching bag. Like, I'm not your verbal punching bag. Like, no, you ain't finna just tee off on me because you having a bad day.
Exactly.
Like, you want me to beat it up? I'll come beat it up. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
but
of course.
I'll make you stop thinking about the shit real quick. Like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's how I do it.
Because one, that's not fair.
No,
and then
it's
two, we're adults.
And they're trying to be there for you. These people are trying to
help you.
They're taking their time and their happiness to throw it at you, and you're giving them all this negativity.
Because you don't want to see a girl down in the dumps. You don't want to see her upset. You
And on top of that, you don't know their mental issues.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what they're going through, and they're taking their time to deal with you, and you're giving them shit.
Why?
F off, man.
Like, come on, dude.
I wanted to say other.
Yeah.
You know,
like, you want to say fuck off.
What, fuck off?
Yeah. Like, and now she mad that you mad because she got mad at you for being mad.
Yeah. And then she has the nerve to apologize and wants me to forgive her right there and then.
No, ma'am.
What do you mean?
You finna get reprimanded.
You guys speak like y'all speaking from experience.
I am. I'm not even gonna lie. I am damn sure
you
speaking
know what
from
we're talking
experience.
about.
This shit
I don't
is
know.
still
I'm happy.
Fresh,
I hate that, dude. When,
I'm happy.
When
I don't know
you
what y'all
go
talking
through a situation, a girl gets mad at you, and then you get mad at her, and like when you apologize, she doesn't forgive you, but when she apologizes, she expects you to forgive her. Come on, dog. Get out of here with that,
I ain't even finna speak on that one, dog, because I'm going to talk about the rest of the fucking time. Like you said, boy ain't wounded and he ain't pissed off. It's just, when you sitting there pondering, like, how does this, how could this be happening right now? Like, this is really happening kind of shit. Like, I ain't got time to sit here and be pissed off about it. Like, I was pissed off when it happened.
They hate that shit because we'll think that and our face will be just like,
yeah,
and they hate that face. They're like,
if I'm sitting there,
oh my God, he's so fucking stupid. It's like
I'm pissed off. Now it's fucking with everything else I'm trying to do. It's fucking with everything else that I got. So I can't afford to sit there and be pissed off for 2, 3, 4 fucking days. I'd be mad for 2 hours, but then I got to keep it fucking moving after that. Yeah. And then I'm going to let you know what happened.
You have to. Because if you don't, you're going to be called soft. You're going to be called weak.
Big,
get your shit together, dog.
Like, get out your feelings. Like, pull your drawers up and pull your pants up.
Like, y'all know me, man. When y'all came, what happened? How long did I take? I took like a day from my first situation.
That's cool.
The biggest situation. And that's a big situation.
That's a huge situation.
So how long was it, dude? Like,
man, you was
don't get me wrong. Like,
you was in the hole.
Like, when you were like portraying it to everybody, you took that 1 day. And I know that shit fucked with you for months, but you didn't let it show it was fucking with you for months. You let it show that 1 day, and then you know, fuck it, put my mask on. But it's nigga still bleeding underneath the mask.
Sure. Yeah. And I got upset with him because I'm in my mind I'm thinking, bro, you ain't gotta bleed by yourself, my nigga. Like we love you, bro. Like, and I allow us to console you.
We know you can bleed.
Let's take that blood together. But on the other side of it, I understood like. That's a journey he's trying to walk by himself and tough that shit out and gut it out and be a man about it and be like, look, I'm going through this fucking hellhole right now.
That's why the military got field medics.
I don't want none of my bros in it with me in this hellhole. I'm gonna fucking walk it out by my damn self.
And I didn't.
And I respect it.
Yeah, I didn't throw negativity to anybody. I didn't even shut anybody out. I kind of just like.
Just went MIA.
Yeah, I just went MIA for a second.
Went 0
but
30.
I did apologize to all of y'all.
Group message
for like being like, I'm sorry, I'm just going through it. I don't want to talk to anybody.
And that's all you had to say, bro.
I remember you, because Corey did go off of me. I was like, man, dude, I really want to talk to you, but I just don't want to talk right now. There's nothing to talk about.
The only reason
like,
why I didn't go off,
I don't need to get it off.
Because I was dealing with some, like, not your similar situation, but to a situation where a girl just bent you over sideways and, like, just took it. Yeah, I said.
I didn't mean to laugh, dog. I'm sorry.
But I know I was trying to lighten it up.
Yeah, I was like,
but you know what I mean? Like, bent you over, took you around.
She did what to you, ass?
If she's digging in your ass, let her dig.
That's a special.
Bro.
That's
you know what
that's
niggas not playing when shit get a little, when it get, shout out my gay people, but when niggas start talking about homosexual things happening to them, that mean it hurt. Like, that mean like something bad happened. Like,
yeah,
it's not that it's bad to do those things if you like that. I'm just saying some people don't want that happening to them, and it happened to you.
That's why I was like, what'd she do to you, ass?
But the thing with that
Should
situation,
we call somebody?
She emotionally bent me over.
She
dog.
did. She did. But that's what I hate is like you still stuck with her through all of that, and then. Yeah, man, like it was so irritating to see how she was treating you.
The reason why, though, because I know I fuck up. That's why I be like, look, okay, cool. But certain fuck ups you can't take, there's something you can. I'm like, okay, yeah, you fucked up, but
man,
the
you
shit
were
that I
in
used
college, bro.
And that's what
you
I'm
were
saying,
in college.
bro. Like in college, it was drink, drugs, and partying. That was it. Like, dude, I can't even. All 4 years in college, I don't think there was like maybe a week that I was sober, like at all. Damn. And I still passed my shit. I just got out that shit because it was like, bro,
just
I don't
gonna put it out
this.
there now.
Yeah, bro, I was fucked up, bro. I was strung out in college, bro. Y'all want to talk about rock, nigga? I woke up and don't even.
So that's actually a good segue into another subtopic of mental health is depression, and how y'all dealt with it. So we kind of got a glimpse of what you did.
Dude, yeah, for me though, it's like. I'm into the X Games shit, like the NAR stuff, like motocross. Like, I do that shit, fight or it's drugs. And when I say fight, I mean, like, fight niggas, like, you know. Not angry fights, but, you know, like, when the boys put the gloves on them, I'm like, oh, hell yeah. Like, this recess now. Like, that's the only thing that got me out of it was hanging with you. I didn't tell people what was going on, but just being around y'all and doing dude shit again and just doing,
dude
you know.
shit. I like that.
Man, just doing man shit. It got me off of that. Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm back. Like,
back in the groove. Ladies talking to me, I can talk back now. I ain't got to feel bad about it. You know what I mean?
And I had to stop taking it out on other women too, because you know I'm over here fucked up.
In a peaceful sexual.
Yeah, I'm like
consented way.
Yeah, like
proper.
Respectfully. Like, girl, you gotta remember, I'm off for like half a bag of weed, half the medicine cabinet, and a bottle of liquor. So anything I say that might be a little outlandish wasn't necessarily me. That was, that was them Band-Aids I was trying to use.
A college person's tolerance is crazy, dog. What they do.
How'd you deal with your depression besides going
It was not healthy. I will say that.
So
it was not healthy for me.
People with me, man, I like I said, I'm very emotional. So depression comes and goes. It's just a constant battle. But I do man up when I need to man up. You know what I mean? But, yeah, I do say that I go through more depressional situations than most.
You feel harder than most, though.
That's what I'm saying. I got a big heart, so you know what I mean. Like
pussy.
So my thing, you know what I hate? Every time I express myself, I'm just gonna hear pussy in the background. Like this whole episode.
Oh, you gotta stop it, when I said mine. You straight up said,
yeah, I
like, so I don't want to hear nothing. Yeah, but it's funny because you laugh about this shit.
See, as men, we can't even fucking express ourselves.
Not even around the homies because the homies go, bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No,
brother.
but
I'm glad that we laughed because this shit got a little too serious for a second. Like niggas talk about drug and alcohol abuse. He like, let me laugh at
this shit hurts.
I just get it out there. Like depression to me comes and goes like a fucking roller coaster, and it's as short as a roller coaster ride too. So, like for me, I'll give out little bits. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Shit.
Like whatever's bothering me, it's not gonna be a shit ton because when you store, that motherfucker goes off the rails. Right? So it's like, yeah. If something's bothering me and it's something that's like it just keeps on, then I gotta address it because if I don't, my mind's gonna go crazy.
Yeah,
dude,
you can't do
night,
your other
you
shit.
know what
Like
I mean?
I was saying, you
can't sleep and all that.
Can't
shit.
do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Like while you fucking
exactly. So like, it's not every day.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's just something
that is
like,
being a bitch.
damn, I can't get over it. Like I can't get over this situation. I gotta talk about it. You know what I mean?
I gotta talk about it. I gotta fuck about it. I gotta
exactly.
like,
And it's not relationships per se. You know what I mean? Sometimes we could be having our.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Be with the parents.
This dude pisses me off when we play games. So I'm just like, man, this fucking man.
That is my
My dog chewed up my damn shoe, and I'm like,
yeah. And that doesn't affect me throughout the day. I'm just saying, like, you know, sometimes, like, going to the gym, seeing people do better than you on that certain day, you're just like, damn, dog, I got to do better.
that competitive
But,
spirit that men have.
it's competitive. It's not, like, you know, in a way it's depression, but at the same time, I can still motivate myself to cheer up.
Self-motivation is key, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
hide the scars.
Yeah. So my depression is not necessarily really low, like, but it's like
it come and go, like you
it
said,
come and
like
goes,
that roller coaster.
yeah.
That shit just
like I can get over it, but at the same time, it's still there.
Yeah,
Depression's
dog.
always gonna be there for me.
Because that's part of it, man. Like to me, being a man is like the whole thing is enduring. How much can you endure? How much can you fucking go through without breaking? That's
and
what I
when you
look
break,
at it.
who's gonna be there for you?
Exactly. You got to be there for you when you break, because ain't nobody finna pick no grown ass man up off the ground.
And I said that on the Lighthouse podcast. Shout out Evan Savvy. I said that on his show is that you can determine a man's character not by when everything's going good.
Yeah.
You determine his character by whenever shit hits the fan and everything's going downhill. That's how you can tell what type of motherfucker that dude is.
That's what I say.
Because when everything going good, oh, it ain't. It's
Hell
everything
yeah.
peachy
Every nigga
cream.
like
Everything look
like-
everything. Everybody looks like
Exactly.
fucking Superman whenever shit is going good. Now, when shit is going
Shit
bad,
hit the fan.
that's when you can tell the type of character he is.
I tell people that.
And if you can endure it, just like the violator said, if you're able to endure it, man, it shows what type of person you are, and then it shows it not only to other people, but shows it to yourself.
Exactly.
What you can endure and what you can come out of.
Yeah, and enduring don't mean taking shit from people. Enduring means like when you get hit, what you gonna do? Like being a man is not when you like getting hit or how many times you can get hit. It's what the fuck you do after you get hit. You gonna curl up and bitch and cry? You gonna be a stupid ass nigga and lose your mind and hurt people? Or you gonna deal with like a fucking G, endure and build from it?
So
like,
I was actually gonna save this, and just to go full circle, that's why it feels so great to have a significant other that stands by you to help you absorb all that shit.
That shit ain't easy to find, dog. That shit ain't easy to come by.
I wanna let y'all know. I wrote this down yesterday for this topic, and we got to wrap up real quick. But just tell me how this sounds, okay? Life does not bring you down on purpose. The decisions you make when faced with adversity determines the mood you are choosing to fill your mind and heart with. Emotions control your day, so be in control of your emotions.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel about that? Is there any flaws in that?
100%, dog. Because like the emotions controlling your day, they can control. Yes, they do control it. But if you let it control it in a negative way, that's on you.
Yeah.
Like, dog, you know, like it's something fucked up going on. But there's shit you can do to stop that negativity from spilling out into other shit and making other shit negative.
Exactly.
So dog, I'm with that.
And that's what I'm saying. Like for this topic that we talked about, the mood that you choose for that day is what your day's gonna be like.
Yeah, that's
you know
on
what I mean.
you,
Yeah,
dog.
you may cheer up, but at the end of the day, depression will probably hit in when you're all alone. You're about to go to sleep. All that shit is gonna come rushing
like
through.
you said, like when you go to sleep, because at some point as a man, you got to put that depression in the back seat and handle what you got to fucking handle. Now, like when you said when the lights go out and you just sitting there looking at the fan and that shit hits you, that ain't nothing you can do about that one. Like you just got to fucking fight that war.
I dealt with my depression in a way that I don't know. I wouldn't recommend it to most people because, you know, it is a little different and it is very vulgar. And I understand people handle depression differently. And so I don't want to tell everybody this is how you handle depression because, you know, people commit suicide off of these things.
Hell yeah.
And I was, and you know, fun fact, family, y'all follow the podcast. I see y'all like family. At one point in time, I've thought of those things.
Oh hell yeah, dude! I've done it a couple times.
I've thought about suicide.
Yeah,
and
just
actually,
offing your shit. Yeah,
and actually thought that it was a viable option.
Yeah,
Until one,
for sure, dude.
I thought, well, two things went through my mind. One, and this is kind of funny. I was like, black people don't commit suicide.
It's very rare, very seldom that happens.
not only, I mean, I thought that it was so stupid, but what was crazy in that moment, that's one of the funny things that I thought of. But two, I was like, stop being a fucking bitch.
Dude, for real. That's
like
the
literally,
easy way out.
Literally,
that's the easy way out.
It snapped. Like it snapped me out of it. I had got so low. Like at this point in time, the job I was doing was not fulfilling. It was not taking care of anything. I think I had a check of $50 only to my name in my pocket. It was so bad.
Yeah.
I had dropped out of fucking school. My modeling and acting career, I felt like that shit was done. So I was just in a hole, and I was like, man, I don't see no way out, and I feel like I'm nothing. I had no car, no means. I was like, man, why the fuck am I still here?
I was there
until like I got to that one last foot into the black hole where I just felt like a ray of light. I don't know if that was like some ancestor shit. If that was some fuck you. If that was some ancestor shit, but all I heard in the back of my mind was, stop being a fucking bitch.
Keep going, nigga. Keep going.
And then that's when I felt like this new power. I was like, you know what? I ain't never shied away from no challenge. Like, you're not finna bitch me around. So you know what, depression? Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm about to throw you in the fucking coffin and never look at you again. And from that day on, anytime I get low, I think of that. Stop being a fucking bitch.
Yes, sir.
Man up, nut up, and get through whatever the fuck you got to
Just to add on from that, bro, like, that's how I got out. First person that came to my mind is my grandma.
Yep.
When I was going through that shit. Then my family. All the things they're doing for me, to be there for me. And then y'all.
Yeah.
So it was just like, I have too much positivity coming my way to let it all go to waste. So then that's why I got off my shit, and I was like, fuck it.
That's how I looked at it, bro.
It wasn't like a voice behind my head. It was who was around me at the time.
Hell yeah.
That's what I looked at, bro. I was like, there's too many people here that fucking need me, bro. I can't just fucking check out. And that's what got me that endurance. Like, nigga, being a man is fucking enduring through that shit. Yeah, it's going to get really fucking bad. Yeah. But offing yourself is an easy way out. Dying is easy. Living is the fucking hard part.
And if you get to that point, please, please, please go talk to somebody.
Let somebody know. Find you something to let that shit out. Like the OE said, bro, don't let it build up, because the more gunpowder you stack, the bigger that fucking blast is gonna be.
Yeah. Like, seek therapy, seek help, outside help. Don't
seek
try
us.
To. If you feel like you can't, we're obviously open.
This is my therapy session.
Yeah, for real. But we're obviously open. But if you feel like you cannot handle it by yourself, these are experiences that we're talking about because we've gone through them. We were able to get out of that by ourselves. Not saying, but everybody's different. Yeah. So if you feel like you cannot do this shit by yourself, you don't have to. Yeah. Go to somebody that you trust and that you love and get help. And if you can't go to them, there are numbers. You can Google them to call in order for somebody to get you the help that you need. You're not in this by yourself. You are not alone.
There's people out there that want to see you make it. Like,
so,
exactly.
Thank y'all.
Also, and me personally, not to cut you off.
No,
I personally know a mental health therapist. She's very dope. She's a good friend of mine. I went to high school with her. She's licensed in all this shit. She
plugged in.
You. Feel free to follow us on IG, the Takeover Season podcast, and message us. And if I would definitely refer you to her. But you don't have to go through this alone, man.
So like, you know what I mean. We'll start wrapping up here. My motivation for y'all, you know what I mean? Emotions control your day, so be in control of your emotions. I'm going to stick to that for this.
Love you.
I love you. I love you.
I was about to say solid. No. For
Go
me,
ahead,
man, my positivity is going to be tatakai. That's Japanese for fighting and keep fighting, bro. Shit gets hella dark, gets hella bad, but they keep fighting, because I'll tell you now, like, don't get me wrong, the dark can be scary, but I remind myself I'm the scariest fucking thing in the dark. So keep fighting through that shit, man, because eventually the fighting will stop, and eventually you will win as long as you keep fighting. The second you give up, it's a wrap, bro. Yeah. It's a wrap.
You know, that actually was a dope word that you used. And so my word is going to be Sarate. Word to Pootie Tang. No.
Shout out little homie Boone Tang, by the way.
Sure. But no, man, you know, as per usual, you know, the guys gave you their food for thought to get y'all through the week. And mine is, man, y'all keep fighting, keep going. I'm going to mimic theirs. Keep doing your thing, man. And just know that you're loved. Y'all already know what it is. This is Takeover Season Podcast, baby.
We out.
Shit was looking simple, yeah, I miss you like that. Told me you was taking care of business like that. Baby, you ain't had to blow the whistle like that. And she really wasn't beneficial like that. Just like diesel at the line, yeah, I miss you like that. Lost it for a minute, I'ma get it right back. You crossed me, should've cost you right back. But I ain't tryna see you like that.